What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you watched the Napa San Francisco video, you know what I'm about to talk about now. I am going to talk about my visit to Alcatraz. I think you can see it somewhere behind me. There. So if you watch that video, you know I'm going to talk about my trip to Alcatraz. Alcatraz is a former military base turned prison, now tourist attraction. So if you do happen to come to San Francisco, be sure to check it out. I'm going to give you this disclaimer. First, respect the space, because this is a space where people spent the rest of their remaining life or had some experiences at. So be sure to respect the space, and let's get into this video. When you book this tour, be sure to weigh your options to see which tour that you want to take, because there are multiple Alcatraz tours. I found one that gave you a tour of the Golden Gate Bridge and then a tour of Alcatraz. And then there was one with just a tour, and then there was some with an audio tour. We decided to do the audio tour, and it was a day tour. There's also a night tour. The night tour has more activities. We just had things to do at night, so we didn't choose the night tour. We chose the day tour. If you do go in the daytime, be sure to get an earlier time, depending on the day. We went on a Sunday, so go earlier because people are out pre-gaming and stuff the night before, and they probably won't make it up early in the morning. So get an early, get an early tour to Alcatraz. So let's get into our visit. This is where we are headed. Alcatraz tour. That's what's behind me. And we're doing it because this is one of San Francisco's top tourist attractions. And because it is a part of the Call of Duty franchise. If you play Call of Duty, I learned this because of my boyfriend. If you play Call of Duty, Rebirth Island is Alcatraz. So let's check this out. A lot of notorious gang members and criminals have been in this prison, so I'm excited to learn more about it. Let's go. Upon arrival, it was mind-blowing to see because so much has happened here. One of the things is Native Americans came to protest to reclaim the land that Alcatraz is built on, and across the island they have symbols like this and words that just speaks to their presence here, and I think that's pretty dope that they kept it. Here is a map of the island. The next set of images and videos that you're going to see is just what the experience of arrival looked like for a lot of prisoners and guards here. So I'm going to let you enjoy these sights, and I will come back to you with a story time. About 4 prisoners that attempted to escape. 2 of the 4 prisoners that are said to have escaped are the Anglin brothers. The other 2 were caught, and the Anglin brothers were actually never seen again. It's said that they attempted to escape and they possibly drowned. So no one really knows if they successfully escaped, but this is one of the most interesting escape stories of Alcatraz. It's very difficult to escape Alcatraz because not only is it an island, but the waters are pretty rough. And back then there were far less safety measures, and I'm pretty sure the water was pretty brutal. So it made it very difficult for a lot of prisoners to escape. And I'm mentioning this because in more recent times, a 17-year-old successfully swam from Alcatraz to San Francisco. This was also for a competition, so there were safety measures in place. But I thought that it was just interesting to compare those stories because at a glance, it would appear that this place isn't inescapable. It's easy to leave when you tell the story of how they tried to escape, how brutal the water was, and then to turn around and say a 17-year-old was able to make that swim. But yes, there were a lot more hindrances for prisoners to escape. Also, some of the most notorious prisoners were sent here because it was said to be inescapable. So far, Alcatraz is really good and informative. Me personally, I just feel like some areas smell a certain way, like really bad, or they look a certain way because we probably aren't supposed to be there. That's just my take on it. But it's really nice to know like the history here and just experience it from watching my boyfriend play the game and actually walk around. But I do think if you come, you should respect the space, learn a few things, and have some takeaways when you do come. It's surprising how preserved it is, considering that it was a military base, it was a prison, it's been closed for 50 years, and then they opened it to do tours. So I think that's pretty cool. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out Alcatraz, do some research on it. There are various stories about it, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.